Call Allah, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And salutation to you, I come out there and doing the truth of sincerity, and blessings to the elect of Yasha Allah. I'm going to get a story out of the Maccabees. This is based on the word determined. Because I was talking to one of the brothers, and, we was talking about working out. He was just like, man, when I'm in my mode and I'm determined, you know, I just ended up looking up the word. All right. Okay. How do I want to? Yeah, I'm gonna read the story first. I'm not gonna read it all. You guys can read it. It's pretty much during the time of Maccabees, Judas Maccabees right here, and Nicanor, as you see right here, he pretty much was a general for Antiochus, and he was trying to go to war with him on the Sabbath. Okay, and this is part of that story. The second Maccabees 15:9. It says, we'll go to 6. So Nicanor, in exceeding pride and haughtiness, determined to set a public monument of his victory over Judas and them that were with him. But Maccabeus, which is Judas, had ever short confidence that the Lord would help him. That confidence, man. We went over that on the highways. That's trusted, basically having faith. Okay, at the end of the day, is having faith in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay, that's a good word to look up as well. Confidence versus arrogance. All right. Verse 8. Wherefore he exhorted his people not to fear the coming of the heathen against them, but to remember the help which in former times they had received from heaven, and now to expect the victory and aid which should come unto them from the Almighty. Because sometimes you might, get a little doubtful. You know what I'm saying? But it's a real nice part in here. I'm gonna get to it though. It says, and so comforting them out of the law and the prophets, and withal putting them in the mind of the battles that they won for, he made them more cheerful. The thing that was written aforetime was written for our learning. That's why you can go to the scripture for everything, man. 10. And when he had stirred up their minds, he gave them their charge, showing them with therewithal the falsehood of the heathen and the breach of oath. Thus he armed every one of them, not so much with defense of shields and spears, as with comfortable and good words, man. So words is powerful, okay? That's why the scriptures is known as the comforter. He was reading out of the law and the prophets, man. And beside that, he told them a dream worthy to be believed, as if it had been so indeed, which did not a little rejoice them. And this was his vision, that Onias, who had been a high priest, a virtuous and good man, reverent in conversation, which the conversation is behavior, and the reverent is respect. All right, gentle in condition, well spoken also, and exercised from a child in all points of virtue, holding up his hands, prayed for the whole body of the Jews. This done, in like manner, there appeared a man with gray hairs, and exceeding glorious, who was of a wonderful and an excellent majesty. Then Onias answered, saying, this is a lover of the brethren, who prayed much for the people and for the holy city, to wit, Jeremias the prophet of the Most High. Whereupon Jeremias, holding forth his right hand, gave to Judas a sword of gold, and in giving he spake thus, take this holy sword, Salakia, a gift from the Most High, with the which thou shalt wound thy adversaries. Salakia. Thus being well comforted by the words of Judas, which were very good and able to stir them up to valor and to encourage the hearts of the young men, they determined not to pitch camp, but courageously to set upon them, and manfully to try the matter by conflict, because the city and the sanctuary and the temple were in danger, man. Okay, and I'm gonna just stop right there. I didn't read past that. I'm pretty sure the rest of it, Lord willing, read it later. But the point is, this determined, man. Okay, so at a point in time, they just, they was gonna, do the Sabbath day, set up for camp and everything. And then once they found out that Nicanor wasn't gonna respect the Sabbath, They got encouraged by Judas and Onias, all right, and Jeremiah. And that encouraged them, man, like it says right here. And to encourage the hearts of the young men, they determined not to pitch tents. So they like, all right, man, we just gonna fight. You know what I'm saying? Because he told them the stories. How we won the fourth time, how Yahweh Shem Shai looked out for us in the past. So they was determined to handle business, man. Okay, and that word determined, it it goes to mid 14th century, to come to an end, also to settle, decide. From Old French determiner, or directly from Latin determinar, to enclose, bound, set limits to. From D, which means off, and terminar, to mark the end or boundary. So that's the end of it. From terminus, end or limit. See, of coming to a firm decision to do something, is from mid 15th century. So that's where it comes from, right there. So they made that decision. This is that boundary that we set. We're not going to change our mind. This is our decision that we are going to make. We're not going to pitch tent, and we're going to defend the city, the temple, and what else did it say? Salakia. Man, it's okay. Here we go. 17. It says, because the city and the sanctuary and the temple were in danger. So they like, yeah, we're going to defend for this, man. Okay, we made our decision. We're going to defend for this. We determined just by words, man. Just by words, okay? Just by words. This right here. Thus, 2 Maccabees 15:11. Thus he armed every one of them, not so much with defensive shields and spears, as with comfortable and good words, man. Okay? Because he had the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai on him, and he let them know, like, man, what y'all tripping for, man? The Lord be looking out for us, man. Look at all these other wars we done won, okay? And that's how we are. That's why we read the scriptures, man. That's why it's that comforter. When you down and out, or when you feeling some type of way, just read. You know what I'm saying? The Lord, he'll provide what you need to read. If you don't know what to read, hey, man, I'm going to be honest, man. Sometimes I don't know what to read, and I be feeling some type of way, and I just, I pray to Yahweh Shem Shai, man. Let me just open up the scriptures and be where I need to be at. And guess what? It'll happen, man. It'll happen, and I'll read exactly what I need to read to give me to give me a decision on something, or make me feel some type of way, or stop me from being angry, or stop me from being depressed, or whatever, man. Yahweh Shem Shai is there for. That's the comforter for a reason, man. Okay. And at the end of the day, man, you gotta be determined. Make up your mind. You can't straddle the fence. You gotta be determined. Hey, like they was willing to. They were determined to defend the sanctuary, the temple, in the city. Okay, and Yasha'Allah is a people before it's a place. Okay, and we are spiritually that temple. We spiritually that sanctuary. All right, and we spiritually that city, man. Because it was speaking spiritually when it said New Jerusalem coming down. It was talking about the elect coming down, man. Okay, so yeah, man. Lord willing, we endure this, man, and we keep being determined. Have that determination. To keep fighting for Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, as He's gonna fight for us, man. Because we're fighting for Him for Him to accept us. That's what we're fighting for. He can handle His own. But we're fighting for Him to accept us, to bring us salvation. That's why we make the sacrifices that we make. All right. So yeah, man, call halal, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Blessings to the elect of Yasha'Allah. And salutation to you, Akim, out there and doing this truth and sincerity, and looking forward to getting out of here. Shalom.